Thank you for staying with us. Joining us now is the visual arts director and the art teacher. Richard, introduce who you have with us now.
Yes, we have our visual arts coordinator, Kathy Barnes, who's a graduate student at the University of Memphis, and Bianca Tudon, who teaches drawing for us at the Centro Cultural Latino de Memphis.
Two big different things there, okay? Let me start, because earlier we discussed something I thought was very important. We studied the past as far as art goes, but it's the future that we can't take for granted, that all the talent and what we're getting into. Elaborate on that a little bit for me.
Certainly. With the Centro, we are currently focusing our visual arts, our drawing classes, to look at the more traditional ways of art. However, in the future, what our goals are is to foster and promote and support Latino artists that interested in creating a new language for our society today and our current times, not always looking to the traditional methods of making art.
Tell me about your program.
Well, we're really excited, and we have been working for a little over 2 years, well, close to 3 years, and we're starting to see our visual arts group manifest itself. We've recently had 2 exhibitions back to back that we're very proud of, and Bianca Tudon and Richard Liu and myself were participants in the first show, which was Los Primeros, and that means the first ones.
Okay.
That show consisted of founding members of the Centro that are visual artists, and we had different mediums represented there. Okay. We had drawing, painting, printmaking, photography in our first show. The second show, which was Aman Nasser.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, you're doing great.
And that means to rise. And what we did as a visual arts group, we started searching the Memphis community for other Latino artists to give them a voice and a venue to showcase their work. And in that particular show, we had sculpture, we had painting, drawing, and photography. And that show just concluded yesterday.
Awesome. Do you see in this art form, it doesn't really, the impact is not how well they are, but do you see the improvement in self-esteem just by participating in this?
Absolutely. One of the first, in the first art show, we had an individual, well, actually 2 individuals, Bianca and Tui. They both were able to participate in that first show, and out of that, they've committed to teaching drawing. So
That's
we
awesome.
have 2 drawing classes right now.
And speaking of that, Bianca, show us what you have and tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. Well,
okay. And this is pencil.
Yes, it is.
Okay, hold it up so I can get, there you go, very good. Now, tell us a little bit about that. That's very detailed, and do you have a name for it?
No, not yet.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, while you laid that one down, there's one other one that we looked at, and we can talk about why you found that one. Richard, let's talk about for a moment disciplines.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, what does that consist of?
The disciplines in the visual arts, or all of the disciplines?
All of the disciplines.
Yes. Well, the disciplines are dance, so it's really all movement.
Okay.
Music, all forms. Although right now we're starting with just some basic things, like starting a youth choir. Okay. Visual arts, we're starting with drawing, and literature. We've had 2 poetry classes and 1 short story class. And the theater, which will end in productions, in theatrical productions. But the thing is, Arthur, is that we would like to build more upon this very basic plan, where we'll be teaching, painting maybe later on, photography later on.
There's a rumor floating around, and culinary is out there somewhere.
That's right. The culinary arts as well. Artisan, as I mentioned before, piñata making, those sorts of things. But the other thing, and Kathy Barnes touched upon this, is the new language, is to create a center that will nurture hybrid forms, where maybe there'll be punk or Aztec blues, right?
Let's create something totally awesome.
Or Purepecha soul. So where this hybrid mix of this soup, this gumbo, right, of all cultures in this region.
Everybody needs to come to participate to make that happen.
Creates these new forms in Memphis.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, let me see another painting real quick here. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. All right. What's next? What's over the rainbow? What's the next project you guys are working on?
We're going to continue our drawing classes. Currently, we offer those every other week.
Okay.
But starting in September, those will be weekly now. And also, we're hoping to add a photography workshop. And this will be based with children and youth. And hopefully, we're going to encourage them to tell their experiences, their family experiences, their histories, their rituals through photography.
Oh, that's going to be really nice. Give me a website or a phone number.
We are currently on Facebook.
Good, okay.
And that is Centro Culture Latino de Memphis.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
And you can find us there.
All right, awesome. Okay, guys, as we wind down, last comments you'd like to have, okay? I'm going to start with you. Anything you want to say to encourage people to come and participate? Last comments you'd like to have.
Please come to the class. I'm eager to teach.
I love it. You're eager to teach. Come on, students. The price is right. It's free. A wonderful opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Okay, last comments you'd like to have.
I would encourage people to come to the center to learn more about the Latino culture. But also, I hope that we have a cross-culture experience here in Memphis. We're very diverse, and I think that is beautiful, and I think it needs to be celebrated.
Okay, Richard?
Yes, first of all, thank you so much, Mr. Robinson, for having us here. And also I'd like to thank Oni Johns and Caritas Board. And actually, a friend of mine, Guillermo Gomez Peña, said, you're in good company, you just don't know it yet.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys for taking time out to be on the Rainbow Connection.
Thank you.
I encourage you to participate. We have a great city, but in order for it to maintain and truly grow to its potential, we have to embrace each other's culture. And we can't just assume that ours is better because it's the only one we know. No, there's so many others. You have to embrace. And once you do that, you make yourself a better person, and you make our city a better city. Thank you. God bless. See you next week.
I've been in this business for about 20 years, and people will see me and they say, "Hey, Mr. Cable Guy, a couple of weeks ago I installed this young man's cable." He said, "I remember you when you hooked up my mama's cable, and I was a little one, and then now he's a young man." And I don't know whether he'll be in the business long enough to get his kids on song, and you can meet them in the grocery stores, in the bank, and they know your face, they know you're a good guy, and people can always respond to kindness and good service.
I care.
I'm Cass Cares.
Don't miss a minute of your favorite shows with Comcast HD DVR. Stop, rewind, and pause, even in HD. Record 2 shows at the same time. Start your favorite programs on your schedule. You can even control live TV. Plus, make your own instant replays. Record in standard or high def. It's easy. Don't miss a minute with Comcast HD DVR. Just $9.99 a month for 6 months when added to Comcast Digital Cable. Call 1-800-COMCAST.